Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Hardcore ARK Survival Evolved. We're getting right back into it. Last episode we did the Artifact of the Cunning, episode 2, which was absolutely awesome. Like I'm so thrilled that I was able to get Artifact of the Cunning done this early, because that means that is our biggest roadblock immediately out of the way. So for today's episode, what I want to focus on is building up a little bit of a base. I think I'm going to set up somewhere around the Artifact of the Massive. Like over by that cave, like in that little cubby area, I guess. Or maybe up on top of the cliff. I don't know. I want to live over somewhere in that general area. Spaghetti, no. But yeah, I want to set up over there, and then I do want to take some time, and I want to look for a good Rex to tame. However, to do that, I've got to get all my creatures moved over there, because this was kind of a temporary setup. Did I die again? Depends on when the last time you were in here, Gabbit. Or Punk Devil, sorry. Gabbit's the name of my Sarko. But it depends on the last time you were in here. I have full confidence that this is the run here, because last episode I got Artifact of the Cunning. I went through the underwater cave and I got Artifact of the Cunning. I'm really happy with my because that's a pretty big milestone. I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm sure that alone gives me a pretty good chance in this run, so long as I'm careful. That's impressive. Oh, it took a lot of experimentation. Eventually, I figured out... Well, Courage had said something about it earlier. I just didn't take him up on the advice. That Sarkos are really good for the cave. And turns out, Sarkos are actually really good for the caves. Is there... So yeah, it actually worked out super well. So now that Artifact of the Cunning is done, I'm going to focus on progress as per usual. And then once I get to the point where I can start doing caves and whatnot, I don't even have to worry about Artifact of the Cunning because it's already done. It was much easier with a Sarko. I should have done the Sarko sooner, if I'm being completely honest with you. But yeah, Punk Devils, it kind of depends on when the last time you were in the stream, because I know that you pop in and out every once in a while. I don't see you every stream, I know that. The last couple streams have been the same playthrough, but if the last time you saw me was like last time, like when I was living up north, then yes, I did die since. I mean, I was doing pretty fine up there. It's pretty comfortable. But I have a feeling that living somewhere down south is going to be a little bit safer for me. And I want to play this as safe as I can, while also making as much progress in as little time. I know time, progress, and safety are kind of 3 independent things, and you can only usually have 2 at the same time. But I'm trying to get a good balance of all 3. But this right here, this is the general area I want to live in. I do really like this little alcove. pretty sure your base last time was outside Hidden Lake, then yeah, you saw me in my last attempt, I believe. I have not... Well, actually, no. There was that attempt, and then there was a 30-minute attempt immediately after. That one ended up failing. But yeah, this whole area, I mean, it's alright. I wouldn't mind living up here. You don't think you can build that close to the cave? I can. Maybe not in official, but I know you can in single player. At least I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, I could even place like on the cave. Yeah, in single player, it's pretty dang safe. Like, I can place a foundation anywhere around here. So I think the house... I could do it, like, up against a wall. Or what if I put it, like, right here? Like, had the house right here, and then built a wall up that goes that way, and then a wall that goes that way. And then I had this entire area as, like, a backyard for my creatures. I kind of like that idea. Just the surface is not very level. So I gotta kind of work around it. Is this the massive cave location? Yes, it is. Also, welcome to the stream, Courage. But yeah, I have a feeling building somewhere over here is just gonna be my best bet. It's not like it was particularly dangerous up north. It's just if I want to increase my odds of surviving, it's probably good that I just go the extra mile and do something that's extra safe. So I'm going to go ahead and build like a small base up. And then from there, I want to go tame some Rexes. I ended up doing the testing that I was talking about last episode. Sorry to say you might not be here half for the stream. Got a 10 flag hoisted in your college for Independence Day. I got you, dude. Happy Independence Day. I'm not sure what kind of independence y'all have in India, but happy Independence Day. It's always a good day. This ground is so uneven. If I were to do it right here, could I? Okay, that kind of works. Independence from colonialism. Fair enough. That's what our Independence Day is about. I figured it would be something like that, but I don't know if it's like Independence Day from the British or whoever the hell, you know, colonized that area. For us, it's the British. From the British? Yeah. Sounds about right. You gotta go, Punk Devils. Well, hopefully you have a good night, dude. Or wherever you are. Over here it's night, so I'm just used to saying good night. But yeah, take care, dude. But yeah, dude, that's totally awesome. Got any plans for independence? Actually, I'm gonna take foundation engram, and I'm just gonna keep the engram there. What's nice about this is I'm actually clearing up this whole area for my my creatures, so it's nice. Nothing much, although today is the freshers party in our college too for our juniors organized by us. Oh, that's nice. That'll be fun. Yeah, I don't think I ever went to any like party when I was at college. Like I would hang out with friends and stuff and big groups, but I don't. Yeah, nothing that anyone would call a party, I don't think. Oh, you were just a part of the organizing committee. I gotcha. I mean, I'm sure if you're not attending the party, it's by your own choice. It's not quite a, always the bridesmaid, never a bride kind of a deal where you're always attending. Or you're always making up but never attending. You are attending just 25%? Fair enough. You gotta see your hard work come to fruition, but... yeah. If you're not a people person, you have no reason to stick around. Or maybe you are, but you just got better things to do. Better things to do, like watching me stream. Exactly. I'm glad you see the vision, Karash. You get to watch me build a house in a video game. What? Oh, that's lame. I gotta get going. Sounds good, dude. Well, you enjoy the party and Independence Day. Hopefully, you can stop by later if you're, you know, if you're available. I guess. Have a good one. Ramp. Actually, I want a stair. I always forget that ramps and the stairs are two separate structures. Okay, so I'm gonna do 250 health. That'll be required at some point. Okay. I actually don't mind how that looks. How it goes into the sand like that. Can I place one more right there? Yeah. That way it looks a little more flush. Oh, this is... I thought it was an even number, not an odd number. Okay. I'll make a couple more. Now that I have a little bit of solidarity in the future with the cunning artifact done, I'm cool with spending a little bit more time making things look pretty. There we go. Yo, the sky is lighting up like crazy over here. I live in Arizona, and right now there's like a huge monsoon over in Phoenix. Like the Phoenix area. Phoenix towards Cave Creek-ish, give or take. I'm personally in Phoenix, and I see it up north. But it's just non-stop flashing up there. Alright, so do I want to do stone walls or wood walls? I'll do wood walls, just because wood is a much more abundant resource. But yeah, the sky has been flashing like crazy, and it's super noisy out there. The fun thing about monsoons, for anybody who hasn't experienced them, like an hour ago, it was pretty chill. Like, you know, streets were bone dry. Right now, an hour later, not only is everything soaked, but the lightning has not stopped. It's just been non-stop back and forth thunder and strobe lights. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna run out of trees. So I did a little bit of testing, and I now have a general idea of what's required for the bosses. Because I'm going to be doing them on Gamma. I just wanted to see what's like bare minimum, what's maximum. So I went into all 3 Gamma arenas with... The lightning is so loud. If I disconnect, it's because I lost power and Wi-Fi got knocked out or something. But yeah, what I learned by doing all the bosses in Gamma is that the Alpha Broodmother, or the Gamma Broodmother, using an army of Rexes that have 10,000 health and 500 melee, piece of cake. I also had a Yudi, by the way. So a Yudi and then 19 Rexes at 10,000 health, 500 melee. So very low melee, I'd say pretty low health as well, honestly. They absolutely destroyed the Broodmother. Same army. They did all right against the Megapithecus. They didn't do amazing. But they were able to kill him, and the lowest one got was 4,500. So it was a good fight. You know, they won pretty well. It's just a few of them got down to like like 45% of their health, which that's not bad. Dragon, I did kill Dragon with only 7 Rexes remaining, and each one of them had a sliver of their health left. So the dragon fight's definitely going to require more than that. However, if I did, because 10,000 health and, 500 melee work, I'm sure if I were to do like 20,000, and even if I stayed at 500 melee, I would be able to kill it pretty comfortably. So obviously that's not my goal, 10,000 health, 500 melee, but that's going to be the benchmark for taking out at least the first 2. The dragon, however, is going to need a different kind of animal. I didn't test Overseer, unfortunately. I probably should have. That's something I'll have to do later. Oh, I forgot to be making windows. Shoot. I like making windows for the second layer of walls. Actually, let's do it 3 walls high. That way I'm not wasting materials, and I get a little bit more headroom. I have almost broken my metal hatchet. And it was at full durability, full durability when I started. Oh, I'm making windows. Let's hear. Where do I want these? So I'm thinking I want to do 2 right here, 2 right here, 2 right here, mirror those 4 on this side, so that's 10. Plus, I'll do 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 windows, the rest just walls. And I need to hydrate. Dang it. I think my microphone actually picked that up. Holy crap. Y'all hear that? I think my microphone actually picked that up. I want to hear it. Oh, dang it. Did it pick up? Yes, it did pick up. Holy crap. So you guys can hear how bad the thunder is right now. And it's going crazy right now. That's why I'm saying, if I lose power, you guys know why the stream just suddenly shut off. That's Arizona for you. All right. I'm gonna go those, these. I want to do one right there, one right there. These two. And then I would like to mirror that on this side, but then I'd also like to have one right there and one right there. Okay. Then you need another 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot more. But no more windows. That'll be for the back door. I'm getting a nice amount of XP from this, actually. Hopefully that'll be enough. Dang it. There we go. Dude. There we go. I need 2 more. Two more walls, and then I'll start building some ceilings. There's more of that sweet, sweet lightning. Thunder. Probably like 10-15 minutes before I started the stream, I got one of those blaring alarms on my phone saying flash flood warning. I figure everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's fun. I think you guys can hear why. From all that shit you hear outside. From that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 7 is 28, 27. So I need 27 more ceilings. I'm probably gonna be going through another whole hatchet. I'm trying to think of currently how I'm going to be approaching the wall situation. Like walling off my backyard, I guess you can say. Because while yes, I am building it underneath a cliff, creatures can jump off the cliff down into my little area and get into, you know, my end with all my creatures. I actually saw the flash of that one. That was fun. But yeah, I have to kind of wall off this whole thing. If I want to make sure no creature gets in, I need to wall it off. So the question is, how do I want to wall it off? Because I can just do like spike walls. And spike walls are usually sufficient in most places. I could do a spike wall. I could do dino gates. Dino gates is more than enough. I know that. But do I want to spend the time and resources gathering everything for... I did not think this through, actually. Oh, I can get out. Nice. I want them all to be facing the same way, because it's just going to bug the hell out of me if I don't. There we go. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I want to wall off this whole area. I don't know if I want to do dino gates. Dino gates is going to be like the most effective way of walling everything off, making sure, you know, nothing comes out. But at the same time, I think spike walls would be pretty sufficient, if I'm being completely honest. So I might do spike walls. But then the question is, do I want to do just regular spike walls, or do I want to do like metal spike walls, you know? I can do either or. But when the worst thing that's going to be in this area is probably Spinos and Aloes, I do probably want to do something a little bit safer, you know? I'm not sure. I don't have rails. There we go. This is for a little bit of aesthetic. There we go. I think I might do... Well... I don't know. If I were to do dino gates is enough to keep anything out. And it would, all it would cost is an insane amount of wood and or stone. Versus if I go spike walls, it'll cost a good amount of wood, but not nearly as much. It's just, you know, it won't kill things to keep things out, I guess. I actually like the default better. Over here, I'm I like that. It doesn't make it look good by any stretch of the imagination, but it looks better than nothing. Ah. That way there's a little bit of style to it. Really bad style, but style. Now I just got to move all my garbage from my raft to the new little house. Actually, let's make the smithy first. Fortified metal. Smithy? Oh, Smithy. There we go. Then I'm gonna go. I don't have enough stone for a refining forge. That's okay. Yo, I'm from Anthem. What's up, VoxVids? Welcome to the stream, dude. You're from Anthem? That's awesome, dude. You got the weather alerts? Hell yeah. I mean, you guys, I know the microphone has been picking it up, but dude, the lightning is going crazy right now. Or the thunder is going crazy right now. Super loud. I live down closer to Phoenix. But yeah, it's crazy right now. It's insane, exactly. End of the world? No. No. I mean, I've talked to a couple people, like family. They were kind of freaking out. I'm like, dude, this happens every year. Not as bad as this. I will give them that. Like, it is especially bad this year, but it happens every year. Gotta love monsoons, you know? Nah, bro, the History Channel. It's aliens. Is it really? Well, shoot. I think we're in trouble then. It's one of the things I don't get about them conspiracies. Why would aliens do that? Like, if it is aliens doing that, why? What do they have to gain from this? Let's see what all of them do when we make it rain extra hard. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, my RG could barely move, but it's awesome that he can actually move. There we go. But yeah, no, dude, the weather's going crazy right now. It's one of those things where it's usually pretty decent, but then out of nowhere, like today, it just hit hard. I have absolutely no idea why it hit so hard. It's completely out of nowhere. How did I grow my channel? I did this funny little thing called I held a world record speedrun for a little bit. I posted 3 videos. You can go to my videos and you'll just see, oh shoot, 300 pounds. Okay. But if you go to my old videos, you'll see a couple that are like 6 years old. They're former world record speedruns for this game, and the only reason why I was able to get those was because there was only one other dude who did a speedrun, and it was like 8 hours long or something stupid like that. So I got the world record honestly without even trying. I just happened to know the game enough to get it done in 3 hours. Speedruns nowadays get it done in like less than 2. But I held that for a couple years because nobody ever wanted to do it. And people would subscribe and then I guess just forgot because I never really posted. But it was a good head start for when I started streaming. You know, I'm already at 8,000 subscribers, just not growing very fast. And that's alright. I made money on YouTube? Oh, hell no. No, I did not. I wish I made money, but no, I don't make money for this. They have a certain, like, criteria before you can actually start monetizing your content. It's like a certain amount of watch hours, a certain amount of views per... well, you have to get, like, 3,000 watch hours within 90 days or something stupid like that. I forget what the exact requirements are. They're on my phone. And that's only so that way you can get like membership type stuff. If you're not gonna do that and you want to make money solely off of ads, that's like 4,000 watch hours or something stupid like that. 3.5 million could have 15,000 easy. Yeah, well, you see, that's the thing. It has to be within 90 days. 6 years ago is over 90 days ago. That's kind of the problem. So unfortunately, I can't do it based off of the watch time I had, 6 years ago. If I could, I'd already be there. I'd already be fully monetized, but no, I can't because it has to be within the past 90 days. Oh, I need my sickle. You started making money, but your monetization section was business, so you lost a lot of money switching to personal. I got you. Yeah, I'm honestly not too sure how the monetization process works. All I know is that I don't have access to it until people watch me enough. And I mean, I'm already on the road to reaching that point. Like, I'm not really worried about reaching that point. I'm not doing this for money. But yeah, I don't know really much about the monetization process in general. I'm sure I will one of these days. But for the time being, I'm not too worried about it. I think that's the best way of getting there. No expectations. You'll get there eventually. And then you'll just, oh wow, I can make money doing exactly what I normally do. You know what I mean? That's kind of my goal, to just get there without really trying to get there. Because I know I'm sure it'll happen. And if it doesn't happen, then hey, I'm not going to be disappointed. What time is it? 20 o'clock? Okay. So as soon as I can get my stego down, I'm going to probably craft up a few spike walls just to get like this area barricaded. And then once I do that, I have absolutely no reason to stick around. I'm gonna... Where's my Archie? Oh, why is he all the way over there? And then from there, I'm going to start looking for my Rexes. Because it's already been almost an hour. I don't want to spend too much more time building. Nope, not stimberries. Hide. I wish I had more hide. I'll go out and grab some. I'll grab everything so that way I'm not using my stored resources. It won't be too hard. Oh, what level are you, sir? Eh. Oh, I forgot this isn't a very good battle, RG. I did not I did not level it at all. Why not Ascended? Two reasons mainly. Number one, I'm not a huge fan of Ascended personally. I like Ark Survival Evolved way more than Ark Survival Ascended. And number two, even if I preferred Ascended, my laptop cannot handle Ascended. So, hardware and personal limitations. Like, it's cool. It's relevant, I guess. But relevance hardly my goal. It's more so what I like to do. Oh, Terrorbird. But yeah, Ascended, it's not bad. Like, for a remake, I think it's... well, is it a remake or is it more a remaster? I guess a remake. Like, it's a good remake. Don't get me wrong. But I think that it's missing a lot that Ark Survival Evolved has. I talked about it before, like, in my streams. And anytime I do, I've had others describe it as a lack of a certain, I guess, character that Evolved has. And I completely agree. I think Evolved has, like, a character to it, a personality that Ascended just doesn't carry over properly. But that could just be nostalgia talking. I've been playing this game since 2015. Ah, screw you. It's getting dark, and I can't see. That should be enough hide. Really bugs. That's delightful. What happened in the other episodes? My very first episode... Well, okay. Let me just say, first and foremost, that this is not my first attempt. And there have been many attempts before this. I have lost count. My furthest attempt, I had already killed Broodmother and Megapithecus, and I had just killed Dragon. I was on my way back after killing Dragon back to base when I got knocked under. When I got knocked off of my creature by a Thyla and died. Okay, so that right there is my furthest point that I'm trying to beat. In this playthrough, this one I think is the most promising of the ones that I've had lately. I have, in the first episode, I basically built up my raft boat, tamed an RG. Episode 2, I tamed my Sarcos, and I did Artifact of the Cunning. And so Artifact of the Cunning was the one artifact that I was most scared to do, because there's no way for me to brute force it because of how high and how many creatures there are. So I figured doing it early would be better, and so that's what I did. I did it early. And I was able to do it pretty dang well. I just ran to the end with the Sarco because they're stupidly fast. So I have Artifact of the Cunning from episode 2. I have all the creatures that I tamed in episode 1, and that's about it. That's why I'm just now starting to build my base and start getting my army Rexes. Oh, it's always hardcore? Yes, sir. My goal with this series is to beat the island in hardcore, ascend to Scorched Earth, beat it hardcore, ascend to Aberration, beat hardcore, go to Extinction, beat hardcore, Genesis 1 hardcore, Genesis 2 hardcore, all with one character, No transferring items, no transferring dinos. And once I have beat all of the maps back to back to back to back to back to back, that's when I officially win. If I die at any point, whether it be on the island or on Genesis Part 2, I have to go all the way back to the island. I have to beat all of the maps in succession with one character. So that's kind of the rough idea of this. That's insane. Yeah. I hate myself, that's why. I mean, it's this could get views. Oh, I'm sure it will. Especially once I start getting later. As I will say this, once I start getting better. Because at the moment, I keep on making really stupid mistakes. I'm sure that I'll get to the point where I can complete the island in like 2 weeks. If I'm, you know, focused enough. I know for a fact I will be able to get to that point. It's just getting there. I'll set it. Well, I don't want them to be sticking through the walls too much. Because that's kind of an eyesore. Oh, never mind. I have my storage bins there. That's perfect. And then where do I want it to lead? Probably like right here. Yeah, that looks about right. But yeah, so my goal, it's a little bit ambitious, but I know for a fact that it won't be, you know, well, it will be hard, but it won't be stupidly difficult once I actually like start locking in and really getting into the hardcore-ness of it. Because yeah, it's really difficult, and yeah, I could lose anything to a glitch, but I'm sure give it time and it'll kind of be second nature. That's how this game is to me. Like it takes time to like get into it, depending on whatever the challenge is or whatever I'm trying to do. But once I get into it, it becomes second nature to me pretty dang quick. I'll just place the last few spikes up here. But yeah, my goal isn't really to get views. My goal is to mainly have fun with it. It's a fun challenge, I think. I've done hardcore before I started streaming, but it didn't go super well. I mean, I never beat bosses, but I was at the point where I was getting ready to fight bosses. And then my furthest playthrough here has been I've killed all the bosses, except the Overseer. Actually, I want melee damage, because my melee damage sucks. I think that's it for now, honestly. I can't see jack shit. Let me close that. I'm gonna wait till morning and till the fog's gone. It's 1 a.m. before I go looking for Rexes. What can I do in the meantime? I guess I could prepare like by like grabbing stuff for traps. Dead Island isn't really an option for me right now because there's an Alpha Rex, but I can check it out, I guess. ARK wiki. Actually, why am I pulling up the wiki? I'm not even oh no, I was looking up Dodo Dex. That's what. Dodo Dex Rex. Level 150 requires 98 crossbow shots. Yeesh. All vanilla. Yep. No mods. My settings are practically default settings. The only thing that I have turned or edited, the only slider that I've ever changed is, well, it's two sliders. difficulty. I brought it up to 1, obviously, so it's max level 150. That's usual. And then I have mating interval turned down to 0.01, so that way my creatures can lay fertilized eggs faster. I figured that one's fine. But yeah, maturation speed is default. Everything is default. And then I have a few things checked off on the in like the regular settings. I'm pretty sure I went through them episode 1. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I can always go through them another time to show you. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna need... What level were you when you tamed out? You were level... Oh, it just says 162. Dang it. I don't remember what level this guy was when I tamed him. Actually, it'll say in here. Aw, Hunch. Rest in peace, my guy. Wait, where's my RG? Moschops, Meso, Trike, Anki, RG. 149. Okay, so he's level 100 when I tamed him out. Or when I found him in the wild. So he's not horrible. Like, that's not a bad level. Not a good level, but not a bad level either. I know it might be stupid, but I might actually go see if I can take out that Alpha Rex. Because if I can take out the Alpha Rex, not only will I get a bunch of levels, but I should get a good crossbow. And what I'm hoping for is a good crossbow for Rex taming. So I'll try that. See how that goes. What do I think of ARK 2? I don't know. I really don't have any opinions on it. What I've heard, it could be okay. I don't think I'm ever going to like it as much as I like ARK. I've lost faith in like the modern stuff that Wildcard makes. So ARK Ascended, Wildcard. I think I just said what ARK makes, but what Wildcard makes, I've kind of lost faith. And it's not because of Wildcard themselves. I think, well, it's more so because of Snail Games. Like, ever since Snail Games took over, I think things have been kind of hitting the fan, to say the least. ARK 2, I think they could do alright. I cannot say that I'm very confident that it'll do good, but I mean, it could do alright. I don't like the idea of Souls-like combat in an ARK game, because I like the stupid sandboxy, you know, hit, or like attack system, combat system. I don't like the idea of ARK Survival Evolved with dodging and riposte and that kind of nonsense. Like, it could be cool. I don't know if I like that. You just don't like how zoomed in you are on Ascended? I'm pretty sure that's a setting, because I have mine zoomed out. Camera FOV. I could zoom all the way in, like this. You guys want to watch this? This looks absolutely horrible. But yeah, maybe Ascended is zoomed down more. I honestly have no idea. That very well could be the case. I played a little bit of Ascended. My Steam, I have 59 hours. So I played a little bit. But I just didn't like it as much as I liked Evolved. That and my computer just couldn't run it like it can run Evolved. Well, I just love the camera angle in general. It's pretty horrible. I have no opinions on that. I couldn't tell you if what you're saying is real or just a figment of your imagination. But, I mean, I honestly wouldn't put it past the game. I've never been a huge fan. From the beginning, they had some cool things. Like, I do like the idea of like verd berries, the other berries like the magenta berries and the cyan berries. I think that more berries is better. I like that you can swap your ammo types when you're just holding like your crossbow or whatever. I think that's cool. I don't like the new ragdolls. Like when you die and your character just kind of stumbles over. I like the literal ragdoll that ARK Survival Evolved has. That's one of the things that kind of like bothered me. As stupid as that sounds, I didn't like it. I also don't like how they tried to combine the very obviously unrealistic style of ARK. I didn't realize I was out of stamina. The unrealistic style of ARK with like a more like hyper realistic style through UE5. I didn't. It's okay. I just. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. It bothers me. Maybe I'm weird, but it bothers me. Why are the loot drops so stacked and Ascended? That's one thing I will completely agree with you on. Because I never bothered with supply drops in Ascended or in Evolved. Like, granted, I definitely should. There are some pretty good stuff that you can get from beacons. Cave loot is definitely the go-to. Deep sea loot crates also a really good go-to. But I never really mess around with the regular beacons. And then I get to Evolved and I'm messing with the beacons. Dude, they're insane. Like, the kind of crap that you can get from those things is nuts. Also, a completely random question. Maybe I'm wrong for asking. But is it just me, or is there not very much aberration content on Ascended? Like, I love aberration. But when it came out, because I'm pretty sure it came out, I don't think I saw a lot of things being done. And I rarely see people doing things now. Like, I see people doing stuff on Extinction. There's the Alpha Rex. Wait, is that 2 Alpha Rexes? Dude, what the flip? But yeah, Aberration is my favorite map, and I thought that I would be seeing more. Because Aberration is so cool. At least in Evolved, it's super cool. I don't really know what the deal is with Ascended. But I don't see very much talked about when it comes to Ascended's Aberration. Try and fight the Rex. Oh, I will. That's kind of the goal. He's biting at me. After this fight, where am I going? After this fight, I'm probably going to... well, hopefully, the goal is I kill all the alphas while I'm here. And then from there, I can get a good crossbow, and then I'm gonna start looking for some good Rexes. I'm gonna go looking for some Rexes to tame. I don't really need to head back to base for anything. Well, I guess I could have brought more narcotics now that I think about it. I didn't bring very many. Okay, this is perfect, actually. He's biting a dead body. do need to land for some stamina, though. Please tell me he's not going to turn around. No, sir. But yeah, I'm going to kill this guy. And then once I kill this guy, I'm going to head over to the other guy. Hopefully kill the Alpha Carno as well, because there is an Alpha Carno here. That's why that Alpha over there at the end of the beach had the Alpha boost. Once I kill both of them, I'm going to be, hopefully with my new crossbow, taming some Rexes. Or at least that's the idea. You could get one Rex, but not two. Not at the same time, but I definitely can get them both. I'm pretty confident that I can kill both of them. Oh, I didn't see your last chat, Vox. You love old ARK more? 100%, dude. Oh, you're heading out, dude? Well, dude, it was nice talking to you. I'm really glad you stopped by. You're gonna sub? Oh, yeah, dude. Everybody who's watching, you should follow the example of Vox Vids here and subscribe. I stream 10:30 p.m. MST. Well, you're Arizona, so 10:30 p.m. Arizona time. Well, somewhere between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. So yeah, just stop by anytime, dude. Love to have you. Notifications on too. Oh, dude, I don't blame you, because with the super late schedule, yeah, it's kind of difficult to catch me when I'm on. But yeah, dude, have a good night. Take care. Hopefully your house doesn't lose any power. I kill that saber, so hopefully the Rex will see it. It doesn't look like he cares about it, which is kind of weird. I figured he would care about the body. And do I have a chibi on for the boost? I don't have a chibi, JC. I don't really know. I actually don't know how to get chibis, like, consistently. I'm not gonna lie. Thunder. Let me get close to the ground. Let's see if he'll kill this RG over here. Come here, bud. Because I want him to get distracted on a dead creature again. Alpha Rex. There we go. Awesome. What? No, no. Get the RG, dude. Come on. It's rough because you can't find anyone to play with. I know, it is kind of hard to... Oh my gosh, what the hell? It is kind of rough finding people to play this game with. Especially because of, you know, everything going on. A lot of the people that I know, who I've, you know, been friends with for, you know, years, that used to play this game, they've since quit because, you know... not very good business practices on behalf of Wildcard. And yeah, I don't blame them. The kind of, like, dedication, that's not the right word, but the amount that I've played the game, not everybody has the patience that I have to keep on playing this game after everything that's been going on. But I just love this game. Like I said, I've been playing since 2015. When I started playing, I was in 2015. That was 9 years ago. No, 11 years ago. I was 10. Because I'm 21 right now. It's Just like me. Yeah, exactly. It's a common thing. I mean, that's kind of how it is with, like, when Minecraft was big. You know, everybody just kind of stopped playing it because it, you know, all the hype died down. A lot of updates were coming out that kind of felt like filler. But, I mean, it's kind of picking... Well, it picked up again. I don't know if it's still picked up, but it did definitely pick up again. But yeah, there's always hype around a game, and then everybody starts losing that hype, and, you know, there are those who stick with it and those that don't. I play this game super off and on. You know, I'll play for, you know, a month at a time, just get into the grind, and then I won't touch the game for like 5 months, and then I'll get back into it for a month. You know, it's a constant cycle of getting into it, stopping, getting into it, stopping. It's one of those games that I can take an infinite amount of breaks of and still love. You're watching your stream, or you're watching the stream and playing too. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my goal with the stream. I don't want it to be, you know... Well, I don't want to say I don't want it to be engaging. But what I really like when it comes to streams or whatever, when I'm watching content, is I can just have something going on the side while I do my own stuff. And so that's kind of my goal, is to just do something that people can put me on the side and just do their own thing while I'm here doing my own thing. You can listen, you can chat, you know. It's just an overall chill time. That's kind of what I enjoy when I watch creators. And so that's kind of what I want to do. I just want to be a chill stream that you can watch and hang out to. It's a great game, though. As much as, you know, it's done, you know, as much as, you know, slop there is, you know, it's still pretty good in a lot of places. Any tips around day 20? I don't really know, because... Okay, I should preface this. Time is relative, which sounds really stupid, but yes, time is relative in this game. Very. So to say that there's any tips for day 20, I don't know, dude. Kind of depends on where you're at in the game. Like, oh, lag spike. I mean, I've played before where by day 20, I'm like, you know, just getting into like the metal stage. If you're playing exactly like I am right now, you're day 20, you're taming Rexes, killing Alpha Rexes, and you already have one of the hardest artifacts on the map. Oh, did I hit the Alpha Rex? Aw, dang it, but I dragged the Alpha Carno here too. Dang it. I wanted them separate though. But yeah, so it really depends on where you are in progression. So, any tips around day 20? I could definitely give you some tips depending on where you are, but I cannot give it to you based on day 20. So, like, where are you in progression, would you say? Do you have, like, Metal Gear? Do you have, you know, a Fabricator? Do you have advanced guns? What kind of creatures do you have? Like, where are you in progression? What level are you? That kind of stuff. From there, I can kind of give you some tips, but at the moment, day 20, it doesn't help me a lot. Some general tips I will say: tame everything. Like, and try to get as much experience with everything as you can. You will find out that there are some creatures that suck. Like, I'm always like dissing this dude, but Patchies are not good. Right? They've never been good. But, like, I just recently tamed a Stego, like, last week. And, dude, I love them. I wasn't a huge fan. I always hated them. Like, I genuinely never liked them. I didn't realize they get a weight reduction on berries in their inventory by 75%. And since then, I really actually enjoy them. I think they're a really cool creature with a really unique ability. So definitely just tame everything. Hidden Lake, Fabricator, Argent, Casteroid, Dodic, Parasaur is what you're looking at. Okay, so we've got all the basic resource harvesters. At that point in progression, I would focus, if you're just trying to beat it, get your boss fighting creatures at this point, or at least start looking, because that's kind of where I am right now, minus the Fabricator. Start looking for some boss creatures. It could be Rexes, it could be Thurs, it could be Megatheriums. Just start taming stuff. Try to find like alphas that you can kill for better gear, because you know, primitive it's not bad. You know, it definitely gets the job done, but nothing beats a crossbow with 200% damage. If you're not looking for like instant progression, but you just want to start doing some like fun stuff, start grinding out like metal and whatnot, some resources. You know, Industrial Forge never hurt anybody. Of course, it's really expensive, but it never hurt anybody. Which creatures for which bosses? Depends. Include Fairy. Well, yes, Fairies are actually really good boss fight creatures. Megatherium for Broodmother's instant. Yes. So Megatheriums, they have stats that are probably, I would say, a little bit worse than Rex's, right? A little bit worse than Fairies, but they do have the unique ability to get like overcharged and do super damage when they've recently killed a bug. And you know, Broodmother being an arena where she spawns like a couple hundred bugs at a time, you can kind of see where Megatheriums go crazy. So if you want to like specialize for each boss, 100% do that. Like Megatherium is a really good pick for Broodmother. Megapithecus, anything will do. Or at least any like larger creature. Like Rexes will do, Theories will do, Megatheriums could do. Heck, if you have a really good Aloe, you could probably do Gamma and Beta. Maybe not Alpha, but I know you could do the other two. So, you know, don't be afraid of that. Dragon, I would recommend, if you can, do some herbivores. So Therizinos preferably, because they take significantly reduced fire damage. I don't know why, but they do. So I would say, yeah, if you're gonna do dragon, try to get some Therizinos for it. Rhino's underrated in your opinion? Okay, I do agree with that. Rhinos are actually really good. I personally don't use them, but they are pretty dang good. I'll give you that. So that's also another good pick. You're making a chemistry bench for yourself to make a gas mask for the caves? Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm going to be doing sometime soon, because I really don't want to be putting, you know, myself on the line in scuba and ghillie. But yeah, dude, Artifact of the Immune, really fun. Watch it. I don't want to like be like, check out my other video, but if you want to, you could also look at other people who do it. Look at speedruns of the game, where they get Artifact of the Immune. There's actually a little cheat section that, or not cheat section, but if you're playing Evolved, there's a little hole in like the very first room, or the second room, that leads directly to the artifact. And all you need is a single grappling hook to access it. If you're playing Ascended, they've covered it up so you can't use it anymore. But in Evolved, you can grappling hook to the artifact instantly, so you don't have to worry about running through the cave. But I don't blame you for running through the cave if you want to, because the crates are insane. Like, crates in Swamped are absolutely insane. Love grinding Carno Island. I'm not really grinding it. I just want to get these alphas out of the way so I can start looking for my boss Rexes. But yeah, it's always fun. Just running around killing stuff. Yeah, you're playing Evolved? Yeah, exactly. So you should be able to cheese your way to the artifact. But if you want to, you know, stick around, get as much chitin as possible. Any crossbow? No. I don't want a flippin' bow, dude. What the hell? Okay, it's okay. I've got one more chance. But yeah, Artifact of the Immune. Definitely look into that little hole if you don't know where it is already. That would be my tip when it comes to Artifact of the Immune. But yeah, gas mask, definitely worth it. You can get away with doing scuba and ghillie, but all it does is reduce damage. It won't ever negate damage, I think, if I remember correctly. So I wouldn't rely on that. I mean, if you have like 200 medical brews, then by all means, but until then. Okay, here we go, finally. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. It's not that much better, but it definitely is better. Level 40. I'm gonna do more fortitude. I might have to get naked because it is pretty hot. Oh, and then to finish off my list for creatures for bosses. Yeah, rhinos are definitely a good option as well. And then for Overseer, honestly, anything you can get your hands on is good. That one, you know, get creative. Just do whatever creature you did for all of your other boss fights, and you should be able to get through that one just fine. Make sure to bring a U-Tyrannus at the very least, because the U-Tyrannus Courage Roar for the damage reduction and damage boost is pretty good, to say the least. Like, it is pretty dang good. So do not neglect that. Make sure you get your U-Tyrannus. And if you have a second player, I would recommend this. Personally, I don't like doing it, but plenty of other people have had a lot of success doing this. Bring in a Daedon as well for some army healing. Try to get a high level one with a good food stat, so that way they can heal for extended periods of times. Dude, I'm gonna start dying. It is hot. Why the hell is it so hot here? I better not die to freaking heat stroke. The Dead Island. 126! What is this, California? And is there anybody in the ocean right now? No, there is not. Is it cooler in the ocean right now? It is cooler in the ocean. Oh my gosh, dude, this heat wave is insane. Okay, so what are all the dots? So there's a shark over there. He don't see me, though. Yeah, I got all the armors except Tech, of course, want to do the caves, so I could do the bosses. I got my berry, my Thylon, some good Rexes, so I'm slowly getting to the caves and bosses. Love this game. Dude, I love this game too. It's such a good game. I think there's a big community of people who love this game, who really hate to see the kind of direction that, you know, a lot of the business practices have taken. And while no, it was never good at the beginning. Like they released an early access DLC while the game was in early access. That's not a good marketing ploy. But yeah, it's always been a good game. Maybe an iffy development team, but a good game. So I'm really glad that there's a lot of people who love this game. It's just I wish that the developers kind of saw that and then took it more seriously, because they kind of mess around with people, like their expectations. They kind of mess around with what people are really looking forward to. Like, I hate bringing it up all the time, but like the Pyromane and the Dreadmare or whatever it's called. Another Alpha Rex. What the hell? Okay. But yeah, the idea of paid creatures on a free map is so stupid. I wish they would take the game more seriously. As seriously as the people who love this game do. At the very least. Thoughts on Basin Redwoods? It's a beautiful place. It is deadly as hell. You will want a platform base, like on a tree, and those are good. I've had those before, and they're really fun. They are really nice. Just know that you won't have very many places to store your creatures unless you blockade it off. You will be having terror birds and Rexes and Aloes running around pretty dang often. Thylas, you always have to be on the lookout if you're leaving your house, so get ready to feel like a Vietnam War vet staring at the trees. What else? Perlovias, yeah. You also have to look at the ground too, because you can get jumped, and any one of those things will absolutely destroy you. Microraptors, yep, those will also completely destroy you. Redwoods has the highest population of dismount creatures, so that is a huge thing to look out for. And everything on the ground is running around trying to kill each other, including you. But if you're willing to put in the time and whatever to completely seal off your base, make everything safe, it is a really beautiful place to live. And I've lived there before. It is really fun. Just be careful. That's kind of the big thing. It would be nice if there's an kind of voiceover once you jumped into the ocean after that heat stroke. Oh, the I got you. I was like, But that would have been nice, where your character's like overheating and then you go to a really cool place out of nowhere. They just go, That'd be funny. Because he already there is already that kind of voiceover when you start getting heat stroke. They kind of go, you know. I think you're on to something 100%. Bro, I didn't even get any gear from that one. That's so stupid. I got a tree platform base there for sap and a giant stone, one surrounded with wood spikes on the beach where the swamp, redwoods, and black sand meet, and you're pretty decent. That is a nice area. I'm pretty sure microraptors can still spawn there, but yeah, if you live like on the outskirts of the redwood, it's not that bad. If you want to live inside the redwoods, though, that's when you have to take extra precautions everywhere. So just expect to be putting in extra precautions everywhere is, I guess, what I'm going for. What I'm getting at. Sounds the same like that, Bob, for real. Exactly. I'm glad you appreciate it. Cryo fridge. Yay. Can you make cryopods at drops? Yes, you can. Supply drops, cave drops, obelisks, anything that's alien, like anything that's from the ARK system, you can craft cryopods and a cryo fridge. And tech replicator, I'm pretty sure. Level are you, sir? Level 30? Okay. But yeah, cryopods, you need to go to like an obelisk or a beacon or something. You had me roaring laughing with the Vietnam War vet looking at trees. That was me hunting Thylas your first time. Yeah, you're killed by your first 4 by accident. What a nightmare, those things. Oh, dude, that's how I lost my... Because this is not my furthest I've ever gotten in a hardcore. The furthest I've gotten in a hardcore was killing Dragon. On my way back to base from killing Dragon, I got jumped and slaughtered by a Thyla. 2 Thylas, actually. One Thyla knocked me off my Thyla. My Thyla jumps off a cliff for some reason. And the other Thyla that, like the other wild Thyla, starts attacking me while I'm pinned down. Because as you know, Thylas don't deal a lot of damage to you when they've got you in their claws and they're attacking you. It's just a slow but constant rate of damage. Yeah, the other one just sped up the process. One pinned me down, the other was eating me alive, and my Thyla dipped out, said, I'm not interested in this. That was my experience with the redwoods. Dude, the amount of alphas. What the hell? I know this is not a normal amount of alphas. What level are you, sir? 15, 66, OMG, poor you, brother. What a time to need a sickle. That's rough. Yeah. It was pretty dang rough. I've recovered since. I think it's funny now. But at the time, I was pretty pissed. Because I was literally talking to chat about what my goal is for the playthrough. Because that's kind of before I have officially decided like on a goal. I was like, what do I want to do about, you know, transferring items, you know? What do I want to do about this? What do I want to do about that? I was literally talking about what I wanted to do moving forward. And of course, that's when I get slaughtered. Okay, some more crossbows. This is really nice. I'll leave that one. I don't want these then. Don't want that. That's a nice gun. Hi, Rex. Not enough or high enough level for me to want to tame you. If he was like a really high level, I definitely would have taken it, but nah. He doesn't even drop enough resources to be useful. I mean, the electronics are useful, I guess. It saves me from collecting, what, 60 silica pearls? If I ever even get to the point where I need them. Honestly, well, I shouldn't say that. I was about to say I might not even need a rocket launcher or a fabricator, but I do need one for a rocket launcher for the snow cave. That's going to be my main strategy for snow cave. I don't really need that. The lighter ones you can spot, it's those darker ones that pop out of nowhere and wreck you. Those ones that are like the perfect shade of brown and blend into the tree. 100%, yeah. Or it's when you're walking in or flying in one direction, and what you don't realize is it's actually like it's on the tree to your right, but you just don't see it, and it's when you go in front of the tree that it jumps you from behind. That's always fun. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to me, because from what I remember, I think I was looking at the trees. I didn't see it. Level 55. If only you were useful. I might have to go somewhere else for a Rex, because I'm not getting very much luck here on Carno Island. I just keep on getting alphas, which is pretty bizarre for me because I spent a lot of time here and I don't usually get very many alphas. Yeah, I'll go somewhere else. It's fine. It was fun while it lasted. And I got a cool, crossbow. 192 damage is super nice, actually. I cannot complain about that whatsoever. Oh, jeez. I forgot I've had whiskey in my Coke, so I'm taking a sip of my Coke. I'm like, shoot, that's not normal. I just haven't sipped it in a while. I usually drink Coke, but every once in a while I'll throw a little bit of whiskey in there because I like it. I got a little bit of Crown in this one. Just completely threw me off. Yeah, I learned quick. Always fly a little above the tree trunks, hunting them there. Finally grabbed one with the RG, slapped him in a trap, and he tried to munch on me. Yeah, I think that's most people's experience. At this point, well, I shouldn't say at this point. When I used to play, like the last time I had like a really... Because I kind of play in phases where I'll get really into it, then I'll take a break. I'll get really into it, I'll take a break. You know, back and forth, back and forth. When the last time I was really into it, and anytime I was near the redwoods, I would go above, like literally above the tree line. Because the last thing I want to deal with is, you know, losing everything to a Thyla. Lately, I haven't been doing that. I probably should be doing that more, honestly. But... yeah, that's kind of my go-to. Going above the tree line itself, there you have no risk of getting jumped by a Thyla, because they're not going to jump above the trees. They will go up, but they won't go above the trees. That's too high. In my experience. Maybe I'm wrong, and it's just a matter of time. Oh, Alpha Raptor. Come here, boy. There you are. I should rename this episode to base building and alpha killing. Because, dude, that's all I've ever done. Yeah. I let one hand off my keyboard to take a sip. And the alpha runs away. There we go. That's a really bad crossbow. No, I'll just do the rest and wait. I like having a good amount to wait. Alright, let's get this Rex. Where he at? I don't know. There's an aloe. Parasaur. Oh, there's a Rex. What level are you, good sir? 15. I'll go down and I'll kill him. I guess from there I'll go up to that mountain instead, because I think that area has more Rexes. Once you have a Bigfoot and a Megatherium, you have no reason to go to the redwoods. Honestly, yeah. I do. Okay, so when it comes to redwoods, I only ever have like 2 good reasons to go there. One is for a Thyla, because I love having a Thyla specifically for caving. And then the second reason is for Artifact of the Immune. Beyond that, I never really go into the redwoods. I've gone to like the Redwood Mountains a few times for like resources, and it's not a bad place to go. It's just not my favorite by any means. Like, it's a really pretty area. I do love the redwoods. As like, you know, well, aesthetically, I like the redwoods, but as like a place that I'd like to spend time at, can't say that I ever really want to be there, you know? Dude, it's starting to get a bit dark. And that don't sound really good to me. I spent all my time killing the freaking alphas. Once it becomes night, it's gonna be really freaking hard to see. For those of you who are new to the stream, I don't use gamma because I actually like the added challenge of, you know, it getting dark at night, because that's kind of the point of nighttime. You know what I mean? So when nighttime rolls around and we're not going to be able to see, it's going to make it a hell of a lot harder to, you know, find a Rex to tame. Actually, how much did these cost? I do need a fabricator, which I don't have. It wouldn't be that hard for me to get. I need angler gel for that. Yeah, that's rough. Absorbent substrate I can make my way to, but angler gel, I'd have to tame up a shark or something to go down there, because there's no way in hell. That's an aloe, right? Yeah. There's no way in hell I'm swimming down there. Actually, I could take my Sarco, honestly. That's not a bad idea. I'll investigate it later, though. You're dying to the swamp cave and snow cave. I hear you, man. It looks beautiful, but not worth the anxiety. Dude, it's a constant anxiety attack in the redwoods. Love it and hate it. You know, it's... Aesthetically, it is easily my favorite location. I love the forest. I'm from Oregon, so I grew up in a forest. I love the forest. But to say that I'd want to live there in this game, that's kind of difficult. You know what I mean? Based purely on what is in the redwoods, it's rough, dude. It's rough. You're from Oregon? Yo. Yes, I am, dude. Salem OR. Oh, you're from Oregon too? Hell yeah, dude. What part are you from? From Salem. I actually flew back not too long ago. It was nice, because I haven't been there since I was 13. Being 21 now, it was, you know, I won't say that I went there for good reasons, but it was still really nice to, you know, go there and, you know, see everything again. You're freaking joking. Salem? Yes, I am from Salem. Salem OR. Not to be confused with Salem MA. We did not burn any witches, as far as I'm aware. Oh, you're from Salem too? Sheesh, dude. Look at us. Look at us. Actually, what's better? I'll take the 74. But dude, that's crazy, actually. Both being from Oregon in the same location. That is wild. It's a really nice area. Well, I can't really say that it's gone really downhill lately, especially Portland. Portland, that's one of the places that we went to. Dude, it is awful right now. Jeez Louise. But sorry to anyone who's living in Oregon or Portland, but yeah, your city doesn't look good at all. I think most of you know that though. But yeah, love Oregon. I really miss it. I miss the forest. It's just I'm in Arizona now, which is completely different from Oregon. You're from Canada. My friend got me into Valheim. I beat that with him and hopped into ARK and fell in love with the dinos. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I don't know many people from Canada. I've met a few people from Canada, and all the people that I have met, they've been really, well, I can't say they've been really nice, but they've been nice. I would say most of the people I talked to, 9 times out of 10, friendly interaction. So I have nothing against Canadians. Canada as a country, maybe, but Canadians, y'all are chill. Canada as a country, I don't really know much about it, so I can't say if I like it or not. I think that's a completely fair thing to say. I'm not into politics, but I'm sure if I was, you know, I could come up with an actual opinion, but for the time being, I don't really have one. Okay, bro, you're subbing to you and going to sleep. Well, dude, I really appreciate that. I'm really glad you were able to, or that you were, I guess, recommended the stream, and I'm really glad you stopped by. I stream 10:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Well, 10:30 to 11, somewhere around then is when I start. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll be streaming tomorrow night, and then from there, back again on Monday. So yeah, hopefully I see you again, dude. Don't forget to ring that little bell, because, you know, late streams, most people don't remember to pop in this late. I personally wouldn't. If I wanted to watch somebody regularly, I would not be checking, you know, at 10:30 p.m. to see if they were online. So that's the only reason why I recommend the bell. You do what you want to do. But yeah, dude, it was nice talking to you. Take care. It's really nice meeting people who are from, you know, the same area as you are. Especially when you're in like a completely new area. I know that a lot of people like from Oregon and from California have moved to Arizona in the past, what, 5 years? 5-6 years? I would say I'm one of them, but I've moved significantly earlier. I think I beat the crowd. It wasn't really my decision because, you know, I was a child. But yeah, we beat the crowd. So I can say that I'm more of an official Oregonian than, or Arizonian than all the Oregonians and Californians moving over here. And there is a kind of supremacy that comes from that, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of pride, a little bit of ego. I want this supply drop. There's a lot of deadly things though, so I'm gonna put on my headset again real quick. Okay. That's not bad. I have my headset off because the one that I have, it kind of hurts my ears. So anytime I could take it off, I take it off. But y'all, I feel like I'm clickbaiting because I have yet to find a single Rex that I want to tame. And I've gone all over the place looking for one. So for those of you who are really excited for some Rex taming, I do apologize. You weren't, unfortunately, clickbaited. Not by my own, you know, volition, but rather by the overseer not placing in any Rexes for me to tame. Only giving me level 55 at the highest. Honestly, I'd even take like a level 100, 120. You don't really need high stats to beat everything on Gamma. There's absolutely no need to min-max. Like I said, with an army of 19 Rexes and a UT, I was able to take out all 3 of the main bosses on Gamma difficulty. The only difference, or the only thing that isn't preferred, is that, you know, I lost most of my army to Alpha Dragon. So that's really the only problem that I have with that strategy. I would like to have more going into it, but what that means is I don't necessarily need anything like super, like, I don't need Rexes on steroids. You know what I mean? I don't need them looking like the Hulk. Probably one good high level Rex, even if it has like 30 wild stat points in health and melee, he would probably be more than enough. So I'm just looking for one high level Rex, and that should be more than enough for me. For the time being though, I'm not really seeing anything, unfortunately. So I guess I'm kind of clickbaiting you guys, and I do apologize for that. If I don't find any Rexes by the end of this episode, which I have another hour, so I guess I've got time. I will be renaming the title of this episode to Base Building and Alpha Slaying, or something like that. Because frankly, I've clickbaited you guys. I don't want to clickbait anybody else. There's a Rex trying to get up to me. Or a Raptor trying to get up to me. Oh, there he is. There we go. All right. So I'm going back to base right now. Oh, wow. 2-tech parasaurs. But I'm going back to base. I'm going to take my Sarco down to... Oh, there's a Titan. Down towards, like, where the Sarcos are. Or Sarcos. I'm going to take a Sarco down to, like, where anglerfish are. And I'm going to see if I can kill an anglerfish. I might... Actually... First, what I'll do is I'm going to make a scuba tank, if I can. I'm pretty sure I can. I just need to make a fabricator. But I'm going to see if I can make a scuba tank. And then from there, go get an anglerfish while it's still dark. Because it's almost 3 in the morning. I don't have too much time, but I should have enough time to do that. So long as I'm fast. I can't think of anything that I'm lacking other than the cementing paste and the spark powder, which I know I can craft once I get home. So I'll go ahead, craft that, make the fabricator, see what it costs, the scuba tank, and then if I can craft it, I'll go down and get the angler gel. If not, it's okay. I can head back to Dead Island, I guess. And then from there, I'll figure something out. If I don't find any Rexes. With my luck, I'm going to find another, like, Alpha Rex or something stupid. So we'll see. Because I've already killed, what, 3? Yeah, 3 of them. 3 Alpha Carnos and 2 Alpha Raptors. That's 8 Alphas in a single 2-hour period. That should never happen. But it just, it is. I will throw out the element dust because I won't ever be able to use that. And of course it's dark in my house too. Because somebody didn't place down any torches. That would be me. I am somebody. Oh, and I don't have any pestles and mortar. Molcajete. Set it right here for the time being. Grab that. I'll need another 25. Then stone. I'm gonna need more. And then keratin and chitin. How many can I make? 11? How many do I need? 20? Yeah, I need more stone. Oh, and it's daytime. I very severely underestimated how much time or overestimated how much time I had. I'll put that in there for now. I do want to use that, but I just don't have the bullets for it now. I don't have the resources to spare on bullets. That right there is 20. 50 spark powder. Fabricator, go. I'm also gonna need to take oil and hide. Yeet. Fabricator. Let's go. Fabricator right there. Actually, no. I'll do fabricator up against this wall. And then I'll put the generator right there. And then what does scuba cost? It costs metal and polymer, that's it. Do I still have polymer? I have 3 or 13. So yes. Then I need some metal and then hide and fiber. I can't actually go ahead and do that right now. What else do I want? I'll go ahead and make a canteen. We need cementing paste. I always like having a canteen. Can I make a generator? Yeah, I just need electronics, which I have in here. Yep. Throw that in there. I can then make a generator. I'll make 2 of these. I'll do like 8. Grab a bunch of wood, throw that in there as well. I need more metal. There we go. I hate how generators place. I don't think that's halfway in the wall. Very well could be for all I know. Let's go 36 and then 30. We're gonna go straight from here. Like right there. That's probably good. Then straight over here. Replace one right there. I'll place one right there. I thought my game just crashed for a second. Because it was the second I turned it on. I just realized I don't have a way to get my creatures out. I'll have to place a gate down. It's okay. Yabbit. We're killing an anglerfish. You can tell he's excited to kill an anglerfish. Okay. So my goal is getting in and getting out. That is a floating oil rock. That's a shark. There's some jellyfish. Anglerfish. ¿Dónde estás, mis amigos? Ah, there you are. Alright. I think this is the first time I've ever gone out looking for anglerfish. I think most of the time when I get angler gel, it's usually they find me while I'm just out doing my own thing. I am a little bit scared of those jellyfish, though. 46, that should be enough. I'll kill this last one just in case. Careful of the eels. Are they mad? And then from there, all I need is a tree sap tap for some sap. I think I have a couple black pearls from trilobites. I will definitely need more, though, because it's like 8 per one, right? Oh, I'll also need a chem bench. Shoot. Okay, so yeah, night vision goggles probably isn't happening today. Because chem bench is kind of expensive. But that's just one more ingredient for it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be needing to kill a few more of them, or some Eurypterids. Because 2 is not gonna be enough. I think I need at least 8, and then it crafts 6 absorbent substrate. Oh no. Oh, I was way off. How many does that craft? Absorbent substrate crafts 6 pieces. Okay, so I actually have enough. And then what do I need for night vision? I only need 2. So all I really need is the chem bench. Oh, is the chem bench, which is pretty expensive for the time being. And then I also need dang it. Where did that go? Oh, there we go. I need... Hello, how's it going? Well, welcome back, Haraj. I have not killed I've not tamed a single Rex. I have killed 3 Alpha Rexes, 3 Alpha Carnos, and 2 Alpha Raptors. Not a single high-level Rex. But I have been killing Alphas nonstop. I got a decent crossbow, though. So that's a plus. I just built up a couple little things. Oh yeah, my base is done. Just little stuff. I don't know why I pulled these out. I need a tree sap tap. Oh, cementing paste. I don't really want to bother with that. on the Carno Island. All the Rexes, yes. I think 2 of the Carnos, and then 1 of the Carno, and then 2 of the Raptors. Those were elsewhere. But yeah, 2 Alpha Carnos and 3 Alpha Rexes, all on Carno Island. And then from there, kind of flying around the different mountains, I've been finding like Alpha Raptors and Alpha Carno or something like that. But not a single good level Rex, unfortunately. I've been talking about how I accidentally clickbaited everybody by saying that I'm going to do some Rex breeding today, or Rex taming today. Haven't done a single Rex tame. Quite far from the location I'm at. Yeah. Honestly, though, I think it gives me a little bit of a better chance of survival. Even if it's minimal, even if I don't really see the threat of living somewhere up north in a safe area. I just want to be extra safe about it. Where I'm at. Worst I'll come across is an Aloe. Maybe a Spino. Which, yeah, you know, both of them are scary by their own merit. None of them are particularly dangerous, though. Versus if I live up here, there is technically a risk of Gigas. Rexes, Gigas, loads and loads of Theries. I'm just gonna stick, you know, with where I'm living right now. I don't mind the extra flight. I would prefer living somewhere central, but when it's my life on the line 24/7, I guess I should be more considerate of, you know, safety. Okay, you didn't get it, but that's your choice anyways. Yeah, I know. It's the southern part of the map is just, it's the safest part of the map. Everyone will agree that the southern region of the island is the safest part of the island. You're at lower risk of getting jumped by large predators. That never happened to me when I lived up north. But there is technically a higher chance of it happening, and that's really the only logic I'm going by. Even if it's mostly safe, even if there is a chance that I get absolutely obliterated, I would like there to be no chance of being absolutely obliterated. Well, am I gonna have a Theory army today? No. Or at least not according to that theory. I will kill you though. Because I guess I will take a Theory if I can get one. They're just as good. If not better for Dragon. But yeah, dude, how's your independence party's been going? Did I ever find any near Hidden Lake or Rexfoot? No, I didn't. Like I said, the chances of it, very slim. I just like to, you know, cover my ass in every way that I can. Oh, what level are you, sir? Nope. I'm kind of going in a, I guess, paranoid state of mind. Or state of decision making. Kind of being schizo about, you know, potential predators. Because being too careful is never a bad thing. The only thing is balancing out, you know, too careful and excessively careful. All right. So I'm going to go over here, look for a few more Rexes, and I'm going to call it. There's going to be at least 2 alphas. With my luck, that's very possible. I'm guessing 2 alphas. Understandable. Yeah, that's kind of how I want to go about it moving forward, because like Scorched Earth, there is no safe locations, but there are some places that you can go that are generally safer. Aberration, there is no safe place, but there are safer places. Extinction, I want to stay inside like the confines of the city because that's a safer location. Even if it is relatively safe in like the underground forest, right? There's also Rexes and fairies and that kind of garbage, you know? There's some oasis locations that are pretty safe. Yeah. Mainly, I would say the safest ones are the ones around the obelisks. Because the only things that really spawn around there are capros. Like, those are the most deadly things. So long as you have foundations near the water, they can't spawn. You can also get away pretty safely with living in, like, the big canyon that they have. Okay, we got some Rexes. We got level 20, level 10. Great. But, because there's that canyon. If you're at Blue Obby and you travel east, there is a canyon that has water at the bottom of it. I've lived there before. It's actually really safe there. You're pretty close to an obelisk, so you have instant access to, you know, your boss battles, whatever you might need. You're close to the desert, so you can just do a windmill with a really long power cord. Because the windmills have, it's based on the air force or the wind speed, I guess. It's weird. In the desert, it's 100%, so you can actually get it 100% to kind of travel towards you. I wouldn't ever live out in the desert, but I do know that there are some oases in the desert, and those are generally safe. It's just, again, you have to deal with, you know, constant threat of mantises, maybe even death worms. Aberration, I don't think there is a place in Aberration that is safe. But like the portal area, the worst well, they can have basilisks. What are safe places in Aberration? I know up on the cliffs you don't find very many creatures, but there still can be like ravagers. What is a safe location in Aberration? safe location and aberration. I don't know. But yeah, in Extinction, the city is usually the safest place, even though there's a lot of tech creatures. Well, I guess it would be between the underground forest and the city. Those two, I would say, are the two safest locations. The desert and the snow biome are obviously going to be dangerous. Anywhere in the wilderness is going to be dangerous. I don't know what would be considered a safe location. Genesis 1, living in the ocean biome is going to be your safest bet no matter what. And then from there, I guess I'm really scared of Genesis 1 because you can teleport anywhere and just spawn next to, like, you know, a million dangerous creatures. So I don't really know what that one's gonna look like. I'm probably gonna have to be as limiting in terms of how much teleporting I do solely for that reason. You know what I mean? I don't know. I kind of have to strategize, but I don't really have the strategies in mind yet. And we got a level 10. Yay. Genesis 2, though, there's plenty of safe locations. Especially when they start you off with a tech suit. You can just fly up on a cliff and you'll be able to access it. Nothing else can access it. And then you just kind of stay out of Rockwell's garden unless you absolutely have to go there. Of course, medium crop plot blueprint. But yeah, I've never really put too much time into planning out the future maps. Scorched Earth, I have a general idea of what I'm gonna do, but I need to think about it more once I get to that point in the game. We'll have to think of something. Because I think the general strategy of what I want to do is I want to teleport into every map after drinking a mind wipe in the previous map and then allocating my points. So like right after I beat the Overseer, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mind wipe and then I'm going to pump all my points into like move speed, into weight, stamina, and fortitude. Because of the completely different weather. I'm just a little bit worried about, you know, being able to survive everything that happens there. Or maybe I'd be fine without doing it. I don't know. Like I said, I have to think of something. Such a tough thing to decide. I'm trying to think like what I would even do for Genesis 1, for instance. Because Genesis 1, it's all about the missions. The general idea that I have is like, you know, staying in one location, teleporting as little as possible, probably doing all the race missions as soon as I can. because the second I do all the race missions, hopefully that gets me kind of close to being able to summon the final boss. Because so long as I can summon the final boss in Gamma, I don't really have to worry too much. And then from there, I just need to tame a couple of Rexes and breed them up. I can spend most of my time in the ocean map of Genesis Part 1. So long as I can get myself to the volcano safely, tame myself a couple of Rexes, as well as going to any map that I can to get the easy missions done so I can get just enough to access the boss. I don't know how many you need to access the boss, and I don't know how many like of the race missions there are. But those are probably going to make up most of it because it's the least likely to get me killed. And then Extinction. My idea is I want to kill, well, I have to kill all the Titans at least once. And then I want to tame an Ice Titan and a Forest Titan. And I want to take them into the fight. Desert Titan is not worth taming, especially when they can dismount and practically insta-kill you. Or with the lightning strikes, they can kill you off the back of a mount. So the Desert Titan is definitely not something I'm going to even mess with. The other two you can tame with a mech and a bunch of elements. A bunch of element that you can get from a single element node. Genesis Part 2, I don't know enough about the missions to really come up with a strategy for that one, but I'm pretty sure as long as you beat all of the missions on easy mode, I should be able to, you know, complete it. I should be able to fight the final boss. And if I remember correctly too, if you die inside of one of the missions, you don't actually die. Because you're transporting your, well, the canon, like, story, I guess, idea, the lore. You're transferring your consciousness into the ARK, like, simulation, the Genesis simulation, and you're doing stuff within the simulation. So if you die in the simulation, you don't die in real life. So I think the missions I have relatively risk-free. I have to experiment with that because there's no way in hell I'm just gonna jump into it and expect that to happen when that's definitely not the case. But yeah, if that is the case, then I can do it pretty easily, and I should be able to farm up some of the mission rewards. I'd be more comfortable doing that one than I would be doing the Genesis Part 1 missions. And then the boss, from what I know, honestly isn't that bad. I've never done it before, but from what videos I have seen, it's definitely more story driven than actually like engaging. Because you're in a mech suit that they give you basically the entire time, and all you have to do is laser these big flesh looking things, like fleshy looking guys that spawn every once in a while, and then when you're not lasering them, all you're doing is destroying random tentacles around the room. I could be wrong on that, but that's kind of my understanding of the boss currently. So honestly, it probably won't be that bad. I could probably get away with just doing Rexes. In my opinion, this is probably the hardest map. For the time being. That opinion is definitely prone to change as I look into other stuff. Like Genesis Part 1 is never, it's not going to be a joke. It's going to be difficult. But whether or not it's more difficult than the island, I don't know. Aberration, I know like the back of my hand. It's definitely dangerous, but I know it pretty dang well. I know how to progress relatively safely. It's just a matter of being careful while I'm doing it. And if you're doing Gamma Rockwell, which is probably what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. If I'm doing Gamma Rockwell, I've seen people do that one on foot. Like no creature at all. I don't need to do it no creature. I can bring stuff in. But honestly, a good Drake and a good shotgun is all you really need. The shotgun would be from doing the surface loot drops, which I won't be doing unless I have a Drake, and even then I might not because of half the amount of Reapers there are. But then again, I might be able to talk myself into doing it. Because a good shotgun is kind of mandatory, and I don't know if there's any way to get them outside of doing the surface loot drops. In terms of caves, because caves are a big deal in at least the next 3. Scorched Earth's caves aren't too bad. It's much easier to tame a Thyla on Scorched Earth because there are no trees for them to jump you in. So that's going to be a huge plus. And from there, the caves are relatively simple. All 3 of them. Aberration is the scariest, especially with the underwater cave. I'll have to figure out what the plan is for that one. Dude, can I get like a single good Rex tonight? Or am I gonna have to rename this episode to Alpha Killing or something stupid? Oh, there's a Rex, and it's a level 25. Where have all the good Rexes gone, dude? This is just embarrassing. I'll loop the island one more time. If I don't find any Rexes, I'm just gonna fly over to the mountain because this is so stupid. I can kill 8 alpha creatures, but I can't find a single half-decent Rex. I'm sure a lot of the spawns are getting taken up by underwater creatures. I don't want to dip my head in the water to take a look, but I'm sure there are a lot of sharks in this area. Completely screwing up my spawn rates. I don't even know what is like the optimal strategy for Aberration Water Cave. I know people go down there with a rock drake, but I don't know if I'm going to be even taming a rock drake. Solely because of the risk that kind of puts me in. Because rock drake taming is not at all a safe thing. I mean, it would make everything easier on Aberration. Because everything is... I don't want to say everything is balanced around it, but like, it feels like a lot of things when it comes to Aberration is balanced around having a rock drake. So if you don't have a rock drake, I don't really see success happening very easily. Especially for the Rockwell fight. So I might actually have to tame a rock drake. Okay, one last look around. Any Rexes? Not even a single Rex. Okay. Time to look elsewhere. There's no task that makes me feel the tired more than flying in circles. And dude, I'm feeling pretty dang tired. It's 1:14. I gotta be up at like... Is that an Alpha Raptor? I'm not even surprised. That makes 3 Alpha Raptors, 3 Alpha Carnos, 3 Alpha Rexes, all in a span of 3 hours. 3, 3, and 3 in 3 hours. You know how many Rexes? You know how many good level Rexes? 0. A big fat Cheerio. And not even good loot. Oh, what is that? Is that a Diplo? Oh, no, it's a Dodic. I thought it was a Diplo egg or something. Oh, level 5? No. Yeah, I'm renaming this stream to Alpha Killing or some stupid, because I did not get much done in terms of Rex taming. And that really freaking sucks. What more can you do though? I could, like, use command destroy wild dinos. I'm not going to. But I could, in theory, do that. But I feel like even that's a bit cheaty. What is defined as cheating is 100% subjective. Based solely on the person doing the playthrough. And for me, like, I don't like using gamma. Others are perfectly fine using gamma. I think that using destroy wild dinos is kind of cheaty. This really sucks. And I was excited for today's episode too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm really happy with the progress that I've made today in terms of technological advancements, in terms of base building, in terms of all the alphas we've killed for decent crossbows. Like, I'm happy with what we got done. But it's the fact that this is the biggest thing that I wanted to have done. It's whatever. I could also be spending some time looking for like a good saber tooth, or I don't want to go back to the redwoods, but I could go back to the redwoods looking for a good phyla for caving. Because I do need some kind of caving creature. And I would like something a little bit small. Phyla's about the biggest you can go to comfortably get through all the caves. Sabertooth, they're a classic. They work well. It's just I don't remember the last time I actually tamed a Sabertooth. They're so squishy that, you know, one crossbow shot to the face with a trank arrow can kill them. Even if it does reduce damage, there's a good chance that I can just kill them. Another aloe back. Level 20. I guess I could get away with a good aloe, but I'd have to do research on that one as well, because I don't really know how viable they are in terms of boss slaying. I'm gonna go towards the redwood, I guess. I'm not gonna go into the redwoods just because I've been scarred. But if I see a good phyla, like on a tree or something, I might just go ahead and tame that or something. I mean, I guess there are also Rexes that can spawn around here too. And Spinos. Nope. Not gonna tame that one. Oh, I guess Theres. I could be looking for Theres as well. Finally. There he is. We found him, boys. Let's go. Okay, we just gotta make sure he doesn't die because he's attacking a bunch of stegos, and that's a really stupid thing for him to do. There we go. Need to kill everything in the area. Oh, what level are you, sir? 20? Nope. There are no more Trudons. Good. Nope. Here's another Trudon. Here he is. There we go. Okay. Now. It's nighttime, gotta be careful, but let's get this guy unconscious. Stay put, please. Actually, let me look this up real quick. A level 130, and then I have 192? Yeah, 192.5. $45 shots. So, that's more than tranks I have, but I do have some narcotics. Monkey, throw poop at him. What the heck? Dilo, please don't. Dude, get the Dilo that's spitting on us. Yes, poop on him good. Yes, keep pooping on him good. You're doing your job, monkey. Good. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. Keep throwing poop, please. Please, I don't like these bites. Please. Monkey, do your job. Monkey, poop on him. The monkey decides when he wants to poop on the Rex. Monkey is a free thinker. Oh, my torch broke. Oh gosh, dang it, really? Iguanodon? Actually, it's good. Yes, kill the Iguanodon so you can heal a little bit. I don't know how I'm able to craft while shooting and dodging, but this is working out way better than I thought it would. Okay. Now I just need you to not go in the water, my guy. That's my only request, please. Ah. Oh, an RG? Really? Why are you walking into me, bud? And he's still not down. Wait, no, don't go towards the water. Is he down? Nope, here he is. Oh, that is a beautiful spot to go to sleep. Oh my gosh. We did it. Okay. It's gonna take 32 minutes. I was gonna wrap up the stream once I got home, but I want to do this. I need to get this done. This is level 65 or 85, yeah. Oh shoot, I got near the water. Yo, I was in bad spirits. I was in really freaking bad spirits, but now I'm kind of excited. The hype is back. The second bro gets up, I'm naming him Duran Duran because he's freaking invisible. Impossible to find. That's a good spot. I am gonna break the rock and he's gonna fall. That's why I'm kind of being extra cautious of where I place these. Because the last thing I want is for him to fall and then his hitbox just happens to register as inside a spike trap and he takes damage. Or he's gonna fly. I know if I fly away and come back. There's a Rex. A Rex won't hurt a Rex, but I do want to kill this guy. Oh, where are you? What? Dude. These Rexes want to keep me up past my bedtime. No. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself, bud. Please, please stop. Actually, I'm just going to leave and unload, and he will unload, I think. No, he won't. Dude, I need you to stop. I need you to stop. Thank you. Please, this way. Come on, bud. Okay. How long have I been streaming for? 3 hours at this point. I want to go to bed. It's late, y'all. But I need this dude. I really freaking need this dude. I know I don't have enough tranquilizers for him, so I've got to go back to base. I'm just gonna grab like another 100 narcotics. I should have grabbed some when I was grabbing angler gel. I don't know why I didn't think to. I shouldn't be so close to the redwoods. I'm gonna mark this kid. In all honesty, guys, it's pretty late. And I really do got to go to bed here pretty quick. I don't want to lose this Rex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tranquilize him. And I'm going to see if I can get him surrounded in a spike trap. As soon as I do that, I think I'm going to log off while I'm over there. I'll just wrap it up, and then next episode we can finish the taming process. I didn't see the gender of the second one, but hopefully it's a male, because if it's a male, then we could just start breeding those two together instead of having to go out and tame a male, a low-level male, and getting the stats, like the good stats onto a male. But yeah, honestly, I might just wrap up the episode while I'm over there. Because I can't really be spending too much time on this. Because if I tranquilize the second Rex right this second, by the time he's fully tamed, it's gonna be 2 a.m. No, that's not bad, but it's still a little bit later than I'd like to be up. What I am gonna do before that, though, is I'm gonna take this guy. I'll come back and grab that in a moment. Narcotics. I'm just gonna grab a whole stack. Drinks. I'm gonna craft another 23 because that's how many of the smaller stack that I have. Gonna crawl over here. Trophies, random junk. I'll throw my chitin in there. That stuff I'm gonna throw over here in the smithy. Cha-cha-cha. Nope. Yeah, it's fine. Throw that. And that can go there and over here. I guess I can throw the trophy in there. All right. Yeah, when I log off, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna surround. I'm gonna get down where one of the Rexes are in the surrounded spikes and log off inside, because the last thing I want is something to like I load in but not like fully in, so I can't control my character but I'm technically loaded in, and then I get jumped by a terror bird or something like that. It's game over. And then I've got to be really careful about the spike walls and the Rex that I haven't tranquilized yet. Him, I need to put down, hopefully in a safe area. I don't want him to drown. I don't want him to land on the spike wall or get himself in trouble by pissing off, you know, anything like an RG. It's not gonna get him killed, but if he goes down while he's getting jumped, you know, I'm gonna lose effectiveness. And when they're this high of a level, you want as much effectiveness as you can get. Honestly, I would have been happy with just the 130, but when the opportunity presents itself with a 140, you've got to take it. I'm hoping he's still in the area. It very well could be that I get back and he's gone, but I'm sure he'll still be there. And then by the time I get him tranquilized, I might actually be able to like completely tame the 130. Because he's down 300. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prime meat. 6 prime meat out of the 16 that he's gonna eat. Which, okay, it's 2 minutes per eat. So he's down 12 minutes, which means he has like another 20 minutes left. So I guess he won't be fully tamed by then. Oh, I'm gonna run out of stamina. Oh, Pego's climbing up a wall. I forgot what I was saying. Long story short, I want to tranquilize this 140. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked out into a really unsafe area. If he does, then hey, 130, that's good enough. All right, where's this boy at? There he is. Please, please don't. Oh my gosh. You are so bloody. No. And what are you attacking? Okay, good. Eat the body. What are you doing? Dude, eat the body. Thank you. Holy crap, you almost just killed yourself. My guy, we both want you alive. Please don't jump into the spike trap. Where he at? Oh, galley. Oh yeah, how many tranks do I need? 48. So about 50. Where are you going? Why is Rex tranking basically just wrangling a child? Ow. 19 damage. Okay. The other one did 18, so this guy already has a naturally better attack stat. Over here. No, over here. Dude, I am literally a helpless prey. Come on. Yes, please, this way. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, over here. Oh my gosh, you got such a scary roar. Yes, please. Please. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Thank you. This right here. This is exactly what I want. Please don't get distracted by the Pteranodon. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Owie. I got too close, I think. Yeah, got too close again. Yeah, poop on him. Oh, he's gonna... Okay. Oh, he didn't get distracted long. That's good. Now, I've not been counting tranks, so I'm sure I'm kind of getting... I'm at least 30 in. But I've missed a lot of shots, so I'm probably closer to 20 in. Because I know I had 67 total to start. 66 in my pocket, and then 1 loaded. So once I get around like 16-ish, that's when I should be like... I just wanted him to eat the Phiomia. Okay, so he's starting to torpor run. Did I just hit the Bronto? Yep. That's beautiful. Y'all don't want this heat. I would chase after the Rex, but if I chase after the Rex, they're gonna walk all over my unconscious Rex. Oh. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, their attack range is too freaking high. Dang it. It's okay. Please don't step. Why are you stepping on him? This game can't be easy. Okay, there he goes. Stuffle, come here. Why are you getting caught on rocks, my guy? Okay, he doesn't care anymore. Oh no, he does care. You don't want this heat. Here we go. All right. Well, that's 2 Rexes out. And they're actually pretty close to each other. The only problem is that this guy's lost some taming effectiveness. Because I can... And this guy is also female. Because they're... If I do just prime, they're not going to lose out on any levels, which means this guy would be taming out at... What's 50% of 130? 50% of 130 is 65, so he would have been taming out at 64 extra levels. Instead, he's only getting 54, maybe 53. That's 10 levels. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so if he were to tame out that would be 184 or 183. What's 183% of? That would be like, what, 120? $120 times 1.5 is 180. Yeah, so that's like perfect taming a 120, a level 120, 125. Honestly, screw it. That's fine. Beggars can't be choosers. And I'm not about to wake this dude up just so I can get perfect stats. Especially because I have a 140 right next to him. Okay, I just need some spike walls now. Please land. Go like this. Yeah, their tails don't really have that damage hitbox. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Just a galley. That, I don't know what that sound is. Whatever it is, it's stupid enough to keep jumping back into the spike, I guess. Is that a horse? Yeah, it's a horse. My gosh. Nerves have been a bit high. So now I'm calming down a little bit. Dude, I am so freaking tired. Oh my goodness. This has been a really... It's been one roller coaster of an episode, but at the end here, with what I've done, I'm actually really happy. I'm actually gonna pick these up. Gonna make it a little bit tighter. So that way there's less gaps. There we go. Level 95. I pick up Riot Shield, I guess. I'm probably not gonna use it, but oh well. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the day. I think I'm just gonna log off right here. It should be fine, I believe. Spaghetti, you be careful. Oh dang, you've got levels. Wait, why do you have RG talons? Did you get the final hit on an RG at some point? Dang, dudes. Go you, Spaghetti. Anyways. It's really foggy, so it's really ugly. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do apologize for this episode. I did get a little bit salty. A little bit, I was probably complaining quite a bit. I do apologize for that. It's been... I tear it on. It's been a little bit of a episode. You know, flying in circles, not finding exactly what I want. But hey, I figured it out in the end. So, we're all good. I'm just exhausted. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, if you enjoyed the stream, definitely leave a like. Oh, I just realized I didn't even pick up any of the cooked meat that I started making in the campfire. It's fine. Oh, I didn't even grab my canteen either. It's fine. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a like. It does mean a lot to me. It lets me know that you guys actually enjoy seeing this kind of nonsense. You know, whether I'm having a good time, having a good conversation, or having a bad time all by myself. Just, I wish I could find the Rex. I wish I could find the Rex. You know? But, yeah, it does really mean a lot seeing you guys leave likes and whatnot. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, definitely consider subscribing. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. At 10, somewhere between 10:30 and 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time is when I start streaming. So definitely consider stopping by sometime. I know it's a late schedule, so if you want to be notified whenever I stream, so that way you don't miss it, definitely ring that little bell. That it's just the best way to guarantee that you know that stuff's going on, and we're moving up in the world. So yeah, all that being said, oh, also definitely leave a comment if you're watching this VOD after the fact, so that way I get suggestions, feedback, whatever you want to tell me. If you want to tell me whatever, if you want to make a joke, by all means. I love responding to you guys. It really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just gonna lay down and go to sleep here because I don't have my bed. It's okay. But anyways, thank you guys. Y'all have a good night. I will see you in the next stream. Take care.